Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 97 of Darwell20's Let's Play of FTB Evolution. Today, this is the plan. I need to make supercritical mass. That is the next pyramid piece. We're running down to the wire here. I think we got 3 more pyramid pieces left, and that's about it. I guess the last thing that goes on top is just a simple beacon, so that shouldn't be a problem. So 3 more pyramid pieces to go. The next one being the supercritical mass. Now, it does need HE uranium fuel rods, which, as mentioned previously, I kind of skipped modern industrialization. So we're going to do that. We're going to have the ender gates from Power, which I will make. The reprocessed fissile fragments should be relatively easy. And then finally, we've got this high-cetane stuffs. So what's the deal with that? High-cetane biodiesel is a combination of biofuel, which we're already making, and potion of strength from immersive engineering. So we need to make a mixer to make potions of strength. There's some kind of mixer-y type recipes here. Basically, there it is. You just make potions, but like in a mixer. So water plus nether wart equals awkward potion, and then that plus. So I'm going to see if we need 1 or 2 mixers. I'm not quite sure how this plays out. So I'm going to start this over here under the assumption that we might need 2. So I'm going to do like water and then strength and then refinery to combine the 2. We'll see if that all fits. I don't know if it will. We're going to find out together. Now, if we want a gap here, I should really place this like that, right? Yeah, that should be cool. And then 3 pipes. And then that. And then on top will be 2 and a redstone and 4 of those dudes. Is that right? And then also 1 more here. And then you and you. And then we should just have to click that, and we've got a mixer. Beautiful. So the question is, do we do all 1 potion at a time? Like, can we do nether wart and blaze powder together? Or do I need 2 of these bad boys? And if I need 2 of these bad boys, no problem. I got this thing called a copy-paste gadget, which should handle all that I need. So let's get a water bucket. I think there's a way to click this in here, isn't there? I might need to filter what's allowed to come out of there, but we'll figure that out too. There's no way to like manually insert this dude. Well, I know we need water to go in here, right? Yes. So let's export bus water. Shouldn't be a problem. Water, please. Uh, Maybe over here. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably. Trying to figure out what that noise was. Did I click something? Mm. Hey, there we go. Water. Yay! Let's throw a little acceleration in there just to speed things up a little bit. So what's the deal? If I put nether wart in here, and then blaze powder, Is that working? I think it is. Yes. Okay, cool. Maybe. That's neat. So I think I have an idea of something that I want to do. Let's do an interface with a crafting card. And if I told you to keep in stock 4 of you and 4 of you, and then we used laser IO to do the same, right? On the west face, you're going to have an insert card with a counting filter of 4 and 4. And then on the down, you were to extract 8 items at a time. Oh, so you can apparently put 4 in at a time. Look at you being all kinds of... How clever are you? And then, interestingly enough, you don't want to... Okay. So the problem is awkward potions on the bottom. So I think what I'm going to want to do... We're going to output all fluids here. Ultimately, it'll be just a potion of strength for a minute, but, like, I want to make sure. So because that works, now we want a refinery, right? So let's copy and paste you. Actually, I think that's still the same refinery, isn't it? Yes, it is. Perfect. Let's rotate him. We'll stick you right there. How's that sound? So what did I miss on that? You know, I probably missed was light engineering blocks. Give that a minute. Anything else that I might have missed there? No, I think that's it. Oh yeah, we're waiting for iron plates, that's right. Shouldn't take too long. Does that look cool? Yeah, it does. Nice. All right, so then what we should be able to do, because I want to filter the fluid, I'm going to use laser IO. Right? And we'll simply say on the south, you're allowed to insert filter strength potion, and you on the east will extract 5 buckets a tick, and that should be groovy. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Dire, please. There you go. Cool. Okay. And then you, I don't have that concern with, because you're only making biodiesel. So we know you're going to behave, right? And that should be cool. Awkward potion. Do what now? How did that happen? Explain to me, someone. That doesn't make sense, because you're filtered on Potion of Strength. Maybe we have to match metadata? Oh, I bet they match metadata. I bet that's what I need to do. Yeah, I bet it's all the same potion, but they use metadata for it. So that's gonna stink. How do I get that out of there? Is that how I get that out of there? I guess we'll find out if that's how we get that out of there. That looks better. I'll take that. Okay. Is that cool? And now we are, in theory, mixing stuff. So potion of strength plus ethanol, right? Am I doing this right? Unless it needed to be the other potion of strength, because it wasn't clear. It just says potion of strength. From Immersive. Wonder if it has to be the 8, or if it has to be 2. It's not clear, but it's not working, so that's not a good sign. Wonder if the quest will tell me. Nope. Wonder if there's a quest in the Immersive chapter that will tell me. Is there anything in here about... Not really. Well, that's interesting. What is that? Oh, neat. Alright, so high-cetane... You know what? It might be in here. Creosote oil. Biodiesel. Herbicide. Potions. Not much by way of cetane. So I'm going to assume that this is not the correct potion. So let's try... I'm going to remove you for a sec. So if I do that, you should stop inserting. Let's put in a glowstone, right? Because the possible options are strength 2, which would be glowstone, or redstone. So let's start with glowstone and see what happens. And then here, you'll get potion of strength 2 bucket. And then I'm just going to have to break and replace again. No such luck. So let's do this guy. Right? And you will instead get redstone. No, not redstone acid. Yeah, potion of strength 8. That's what I want, Chief. Okie dokie, Smokey. None of them are working, so that's cool. Potion of strength plus biodiesel. Am I crazy here? No, that's ethanol. Oh, maybe that's the problem. Was this biodiesel? They're the same color. I thought it was the same thing. There's your problem. Dire, please. Biodiesel is plant oil plus ethanol. Alright, everybody hold your horses. Plant oil, biodiesel. So let's remove you. We'll put you back to just regular potion of strength. Because we're going to have to go through that again, because I don't know exactly which one it's going to do. Right? So you fill up with potions of strength now, in theory. in theory. Is it because you got all redstone-y? Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna want probably here. Hopefully that's everything that's needed. Do we not get steel sheet metal? Oh, that's right, you need those barrel things, don't you? Oh, I hate those. From Immersive Engineering. So that. And then we need, like, more creosote. At least we have a lot of creosote now. Cool. Don't do that. I guess that's where I copied from. Is that not right? Did I miss something here? You're supposed to be one of these dudes. Industrial squeezer. Oh, piston. Piston. I need pistons for those. There we go. Nice. Okay, squeezer good. And you can do that for me. And you might need a break and replace just to behave. Cool. All right. So squeezer is going to make plant oil courtesy of some kind of seeds. What do we have a lot of seeds of? Wheat seeds seems like it'll do. That works for me. So we're going to want to run these cables, which we have more of, I hope, and an export bus of wheat seeds. Cool. So you there, actually you can probably sit there. And then that, and then acceleration cards, give me like 10 more of those. Just for what I know will eventually be a thing. That's going to be a problem. Maybe I should rotate you. How do we feel about rotating you? Yeah, I like that idea. Can you undo that? One, two, three. How do we feel about that? And then... you can sit back here with these cables. I like that. I think that's way better. Seeds with a couple speed upgrades, and then we're cooking. Cool? I like it. Right? And then you're facing the right output direction. And then what I'm going to need is another copy and paste of a refinery. How did you get potions of strength in you? I have no idea how that could have even a little bit happened. Explain how that happened to me. Explain it like I'm 5 years old. Like I don't understand. I don't get that at all. Alright, I'm gonna break and replace you because I need to in order to copy and paste to this. Because I want you now to sit here aligned with this dude. Is that cool? And if I did that right, which hooray I did, we get that. Cool. And now you should be able to do that. And we've got plant oil coming in, right? Do you have an output somewhere that's like in this direction-y? Not really, per se. This is gonna get dire wiry. Ethanol plus plant oil, and we need a catalyst for biodiesel, right? We needed nitrate dust. Do we have that? Nitrate dust is saltpeter. Where do we get nitrate dust from? Saltpeter ore, which I don't seem to have any of. Mechanism. Digital miner, please. And then let's get flux point. Alright, you're all off. The ores saltpeter, I'm guessing. Hooray, that's a thing. And there's none. Cool. Saltpeter ore. Where do you come from? Eternal Starlight Dimension. Okie dokie then. That's apparently a thing. Do I have a portal gun to that? Ancient city in the overworld, the nether. Starlight portal. That should be cool enough. If I just stick you on top, that should be cool. Now we're cooking. Saltpeter ore. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, and then to home. And then I assume we're not going to need too much of this. So I'm just going to do that. I'm not even going to waste my time with the whole processing it thing. That is not my wand. I should probably sleep through this night. Alright, so you guys combine with salt, nitrate dust, which I don't know if you need to keep it, but there's your biodiesel. Cool. Alright, and then you're going to combine with the potion of strength. So let's do laser IO for this before we get too dire wiry. Right, so you're just going to extract whatever fluid you got. Cool. And you're just going to insert whatever fluid you got, and that'll be biodiesel. And then you need power. And now we got high-cetane biodiesel. Nice. Nice. Alright, and then we can tank that up. Okay. And then the extracting and inserting of fluids, which I should be able to now scoop up in here. And that was way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. But we made it happen, folks. Cool. That works. And then what we're actually looking to make is you, right? So let's make sure that you're ready to go. Actually, it's this level. And this is made in the reaction chamber, right? That would be you. So let's see how close we are to supercritical mass. So we just need the Endergate nitro and the reprocessed fissile fuel. So let's do reprocessed fissile fuel first, because it's been like a million years since I even looked at my reactor, and I haven't run out of power. So, I mean, I got that going for me. This is apparently working. There's reprocessed fissile fuel. Told you we had it. It's funny, because, like, I don't usually do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just don't usually do that. Actually, I'm gonna, well, I'm not sure how you're getting there, but you're getting there, and I'm okay with that. Right? So we'll just put you back to ignored, and that should be cool. And then for the Endergate Nitro, we're just gonna have to teach you... Where is my... I did do a power thingy, didn't I? Yep, there he is. Endergate Nitro is going to be you. Which, let's put all this junk away, because I might be done with Immersive. Ooh, apparently I got that. Crafting recipe card. Lots of cleanups. Okay. And then an Ender Core is going to be an energizing recipe, which we know all the components for, so that's cool. And then Obsidian we're good on. We know all the components of that. So this should be easy. We just plop this dude in here, and then we should be able to say supercritical mass. And if I'm right, we're missing some high-cetane biodiesel. We were close. We are not actually missing it. We just don't have the storage of it. Boop. And then... What did I just break? Oh, pressure plate. And that's what's up. Eh? Pretty cool? I always like Powell's crafting. So, it's neat. It's neat. In fairness, it's 2 niotics and a basic, so I should have probably upgraded that at some point. But it'll get there. It'll just be a minute. We'll get there, though. It's pretty cool. Loving it. Loving it. I don't know how much power I have at this point, but I know that my reactors are continuing to run. So... Almost there. Hooray! Quest complete. Booyah. So that is another trophy placed, and that is another component complete. So if we take a look at the FTV pyramid, we get our rewards, and we get to deposit all this experience, of which we have a silly amount. And now we've got 2 more to go. The next one is the mechanized supercomputer. So I'm going to call this a good wrapping up point for the episode. Next episode, we'll come back. I think we've got antimatter pellets, so we're cool there. Supermassive QIO drive. We'll figure that out. Ultimate induction providers. I think I can probably kick that off now. Ultimate induction providers. We're going to need 8 of those. So can I make 7 of those right off the bat? Apparently I can. Probably take a while, but that's what between episode work is for. The supermassive QIO drive is going to require antimatter pellets. How are we on antimatter pellets? A surprisingly not amount of them. Probably because you're active, right? You're still running though, right? I presume. Why are you guys not running? What's the dealio here? Polonium. So how about on the down, you will become a low priority. And you can be the normal priority so that we start making antimatter now. I'm assuming this has been running, but also some of the polonium, some of the nuclear waste is, you know, doing thing. Let's do this. Yeah, but we're going to wrap up the episode here. And I bet you're off, big guy. He likes to turn off. I don't know why he likes to turn off. You set to dump excess? Yeah, you are. Wow, you're full. There's the question for how much power we have. Because you're set to dump excess, like, we should be cool. What I could do... You know what I should do is a trash can, an energy trash can. Maybe that's our problem. Like, this thing is overflowing, and we're, like, turning off because of energy problems. So what I could do is have a flux point with a priority of -9999 bypass limit on the generator's network, right? So all excess power that we don't need can go right into the trash. Is that cool? But now we should be getting this stuff a lot quicker. Of course, it's nighttime, so... Right, and now if we check, we should be getting a healthy bit more of that stuff. And then that guy's running again, right? So, like, A, our big reactor was off. B, half of our nuclear waste was going towards plutonium rather than polonium. AKA no antimatter. But that's okay. I think we'll be cool. I'll let this run a bit. It's not too slow, right? It's pretty good. And because we have that gigantic battery going now, right? We should be good to burn through all this stuff and not run out of power before we fully burn out our polonium. So I'll let this cook between episodes along with this, and when we come back next time, it'll just be a simple matter of getting some liquid DT fuel, and like I think that's gonna be it. Might be a little crafting recipe stuff, but DT fuel's pretty straightforward, right? It's concentrating DT fuel, which is just deuterium and tritium. That's the fusion setup. Like, we don't even have to build a fusion reactor. We just need to, like, this, they both come from water, right? Like, this is just lithium, and then this is just, you know, heavy water. So, we can get this all going next episode. For now, Del20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. For now, take it easy.